Hello students. In our previous video, we have discussed advantages and disadvantages of ATM. Today, in this video, we are going to talk about online banking. Now, what is online banking? So, online banking refers to the use of today's modern computer technology to avoid time consuming paper based aspects of traditional banking. So we have started online banking means use of computer technology, and we are not going to use time consuming and paper based traditional banking system. So for what? In order to manage our finances more quickly and efficiently. So with the help of computer technology, we can manage our finances more quickly and efficiently, and we need not to rely on traditional banking, which was paper based and time consuming process. That is online banking. Now, what are the advantages of online banking? The first advantage is convenience. Convenience means banking services will be available 24 hours a day. Banking services will be available due to online banking technology, online banking facility. Second point is efficiency. Efficiency, we can store and manage all our bank account in hard disk in our PC. That is, it is possible with the help of online banking technology. And third advantage is transaction speed. All the banking transactions can be carried out with a very high speed, and it is possible only with the help of online banking. The banking transactions which used to take a long time when we were using traditional methods of banking, now those transactions can be carried out within a very less time period. These are the advantages of online banking. Whether there are any disadvantages of online banking? So the first disadvantage of online banking is startup time. Now, what is startup time? So in order to register the bank's online program, the customer has to provide his ID. He has to go to the bank branch. Then he has to fill the form which is given by the banker. He has to sign it, provide the ID of his identity, and then only he can avail the online banking services. So it is the time which he has to spend in the beginning when he wants to opt for online banking services. So startup time means whenever the customer wants to register himself for online program, he has to spend some time. He has to go to the bank, sign a form, provide the ID, and then only he can use online banking services. So that initial time which he has to spend, that is called as startup time. Second disadvantage is no trust. No trust means that there are many people still they do not have trust on online banking, and they are hesitant to avail this service of banking online banking, because they think that there may be likely chances of fraud, etc., of because of using online banking. And still people, there are some people who prefer traditional banking methods rather than modern banking methods. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of online banking. Now we are going to discuss certain terms. So terms, you need to know the meaning of those terms. We are expecting that if asked, those terms may be asked for 2 marks. So what is the meaning of that particular term? We are going to discuss one by one. First term is interbanking. Interbanking means it is a chain of outlets of a single bank spread over a city, a state, or even a country. The customer who is having account in one branch can transact through any branch by using ATM card, debit card or credit card, or even a check. So what is interbanking? Interbanking is a chain of outlets. So there will be different banks. One bank will be having different branches in one city, one state, or in a country. And the customer who is having an account in one branch, he can transact through any branch by using his ATM card, debit card or credit card, or even a check. That is called as interbanking. Next term is core banking. Now what is core banking? Core banking is a banking service provided by a group of networked bank branches. So there will be a network between different branches of the same bank, where customers may access their bank account and perform basic transactions from any of the member branch offices. That is called as core banking. So core banking means there will be a group of network bank branches, connected bank branches, where the customer can access the bank account and perform the basic banking transactions from any one branch office of the bank. Next term is telebanking. So telebanking is a service provided by a bank or other financial institution that enables a customer to perform a range of financial transactions over the telephone. That is, those are called as telebanking. He need not to visit the bank branch or even the ATM machine. So telebanking is a banking service provided to the customer. Number of financial transactions can be carried out through telephone over telephone without no need to visit the bank branch or even the ATM machine. Next term is internet banking. What is internet banking? A method of banking in which transactions are conducted electronically via the internet, same as online banking. Those are called as internet banking. Means banking transactions are carried out electronically or conducted electronically through internet. Those are called as that is called as internet banking. Next term is electronic fund transfer. Electronic fund transfer means it is a system of transferring money from one bank account directly to another in a very short period of time. That is called as electronic fund transfer. So money is transferred from one bank account to the another bank account in a very short time period. That is electronic fund transfer. Now, what are the advantages of electronic fund transfer? So the first advantage is it is economical, because no paper or no clerical work will be involved in that. Bank staff will not be involved in that, and there will be no papers which are used for in case of electronic funds transfer. So it is said that it is economical. Next point is no fraud. No fraud means fraud can be avoided by using electronic funds transfer, because transfer takes place with the help of the machine. No human beings are involved in that. So there are likely chances that number of frauds may be reduced by using electronic fund transfers. As in case of electronic fund transfer, machine is used, no human beings will be involved, therefore the frauds can be avoided. Next advantage is funds available timely. So because of this electronic funds transfer, it helps to transfer the funds very fast and within very short period of time. Funds are credited to beneficiary's account instantly. Immediately the funds will be transferred to the account of the beneficiary. So these transactions are carried on with a very high speed and within a very short period of time. Next advantage is it reduces paperwork. So paperwork is reduced because of online transactions. A large amount of papers will be saved, and it reduces the paperwork. Next advantage is it minimizes loss of interest of customers. How the loss of interest of customers will be minimized? Due to quick transfer of the funds. So there will be no time, within very less amount of time the funds will be immediately transferred to the customer's account, and the customer's interest will not be lost, but it will be multiplied. So in traditional banking transactions, funds will be transferred and 1 or 2 days used to take place for that those transfer. The bank has to through the check, etc. Here in case of electronic funds transfer, funds are transferred immediately, so there will be no loss of interest of the customer, the beneficiary. Next term which we are going to talk about is UDI. UID. UID means unique identification number. Now what is this unique identification number? So this number means now what Aadhaar number we have, that is previously it was known as unique identification number. So Aadhaar number, originally it was known as unique identification number. It is an initiative of Unique Identification Authority of India. What was the purpose of it? To create unique identity for each and every Indian resident. This program was started. That is known as UID. ECS. ECS means Electronic Clearance Service. Now, what does it mean by that? It is a service offered by many banks that facilitates paperless credit and debit transaction directly linked to your account. Next term is credit card. Now, what is credit card? So, it is an actual transfer and delivery of goods in exchange for a promise to pay in future. In credit card, we do not pay immediately. Immediately, our account will not be debited with the money which we have purchased, which we have made a purchases. But after a certain period of time, the account will be debited. So, it is exchange for a promise to pay in future. Afterwards, payment will be made. Now we are purchasing, the payment will be made in future. Debit card. Debit card, it is a plastic card used to obtain cash or initial transaction. Whenever customer uses the debit card, the bank account gets debited immediately. In case of debit card, there will be immediate debit, account will be immediately debited. In case of credit card, it will be debited after a certain period of time. Next term is RTGS, that is real-time gross settlement. It is a system of interbank transfer. This system is this system is maintained by Reserve Bank of India. So whenever money is to be transferred from one bank to another bank, that RTGS can be used. This system is maintained by Reserve Bank of India. RTGS is a funds transfer system where transfer of money takes place from one bank to another on a real time. That is, the transactions that require and receive immediate clearing and on gross basis means it is used for high value services. So RTGS, there is no upper limit with respect to RTGS, but minimum limit that 2 lakh rupees. So immediate transfer will be made, and whenever the transfer is made on a gross basis, gross means large amount of money, large amount has to be transferred. At that time, this RTGS is ideal for that. So minimum limit for RTGS is 2 lakh rupees. Maximum, there is no upper limit for transfer of money in case of RTGS, through RTGS. Next term is NEFT. NEFT means it is National Electronic Funds Transfer. What is NEFT? So NEFT is a nationwide payment system. In one country, that payment system is used, that is called as NEFT. Under this scheme, individuals can electronically transfer funds from any bank branch to any individual who is having an account with any other bank branch in the country. So NEFT is usually used for small transactions of small amount. So maximum amount per transaction is rupees 50,000 in case of NEFT. So but whenever the transaction involves large amount, at that time RTGS is ideal for that. So these are certain terms. These may be asked for your 2 marks question, expand NEFT, expand RTGS, or it may be asked for 2 marks. What do you mean by, what is the meaning of NEFT, what is the meaning of RTGS, etc. So such questions are expected on these points in section 1, section A. So here today we have completed the syllabus for banking law and practice. In our next class, we will discuss few case studies and then we will stop these videos. Thank you very much.